Hi everyone! Our topic this time is about the reasons why people dislike you in the workplace. Normally, do you know why, or do you feel, or do you sense that people dislike you? That's a tricky one. I have listed 10 reasons based on personal opinion and encounters of friends and colleagues. So the first in my list is impression. The first impression. It is very important to create a good impression when you are new. The first time they met you, maybe they felt you were more superior than them or those existing employees who are the key people of the company. Or you were not humble and they thought you were so disrespectful. Or in meetings or gatherings, even if you know that you are of higher position or rank, it's okay to address everyone ma'am or sir, Miss A. State the name. And in driving your points across, maybe they felt you were very strong. So it helps if you practice your pleasant look. Smile. Try to say hi when you pass by. Though often, especially in private companies, they call you by your first name, regardless of rank. So show a little respect. So even if you know your position or rank is higher than they are. Okay, do you agree with me? Number 2 is gestures. A gesture is a non-verbal communication. It involves the movement of your hands, your head, your legs, your voice, your touch, or even your eyes. The way you look at people. So the silent conversation speaks very powerful, and oftentimes the message of silent communication is more strong and meaningful than the verbal one. Do you agree with me? It conveys an impression, either good or not so good, and that really lasts. Okay? So when you are new, try to lower your voice, lessen eye contact, especially if you are not that close yet. Less talk, less wrong impression, especially if they are not soliciting your opinion. Be a good listener and just observe unless you are being asked. Number 3 in my list is the way you dress up. Funny, okay? Corporate setting strongly demonstrates power dressing that is appropriate in the business setting that your company projects, okay? So dress up in such a way that it will give you a corporate look by wearing the corporate style and the corporate cut. Yung mga medyo may fashion statement pero gagalangin ang itsura or ang dating. Okay? So for women, avoid low neckline that is catchy, especially on the eyes of the opposite sex. Oh yes, tama ito. Okay, avoid wearing micro minis as well. Yung parang kita na yung malapit na, makita na yung langit. That has no blazer or coat longer than your skirt kasi they might think of you as medyo cheapy pie, yung parang ganyan, okay? Number 4 on my list is the way you talk. Well, to always act naturally is not always as pleasant as we expect it to be. If you have that natural 60 decibels range of voice, it's very hard to control, diba? But the best way to alleviate it is to compliment with a smile, for people to know that you are not mad or pissed off. So, it's also a good idea that every time you converse with people who doesn't know you well yet, advise them that, hey, this is my normal voice range. Diba? Pwede yun, diba? Okay. It is very important not to utter obscene words. So, kung meron kang expressions, if you have been accustomed to say expressions, avoid it or minimize it. Makakasira yan sa impression. Magkakaroon ka talaga ng bad impression. It's also good to be a keen observer and a listener. Do not just butt in unless they solicit your remarks. Yeah, do we agree? Okay, number 5 on my list is another reason why people dislike you is that you do not acknowledge your mistakes. Boom! Diba? Like you pretend to be all-knowing, that even if you know you had mistakes, you do not acknowledge them or you just ignore them. Sadly, but this is happening. There is nothing wrong if you acknowledge your shortcomings or mistakes. No one is perfect anyway, di ba? Ano naman yun, makikisama? Pakikisama, that's part of pakikisama actually. So, people hate you if you play around, even if you know you are wrong, if you were wrong. Yung parang as if wala lang nangyari. May mga ganyan, di ba? Who here, sa mga viewers, ang naka-experience ng ganyan? Okay? I would like to invite everyone, kung meron nang naka-experience ng ganyan, to please write down your comment below and then i-share natin para pag-usapan natin kung nangyayari. How you handle it, how you reacted to it, pagka nalaman mo na there are a lot of people who dislikes you in the workplace. Okay? There are people also who hates you if you have high pride. So, since you did not acknowledge in the first place, you really don't want to talk about it and you do not apologize. There, the key word is you do not acknowledge your mistakes. The 6 is you are always complaining and ranting. I think the classic example here in the workplace, it's not good to be complaining all the time. For example, if you were given a task and you know you are too occupied na, marami ka na talagang ginagawa, it's better to raise the concern that you cannot accommodate it anymore than accepting it and then you will rant all the time. Or are you hot-tempered? Petty things like somebody used your chair and was not able to put it back properly. Another one, you are impatient. Yung mainipin, nagagalit pagka hindi tinutugunan yung request. Like, common that I hear is like IT people who are not as quick as you expected to fix your laptop, etc., etc. So, para bang you are easily provoked pagka ganyan. Okay? Number 7, you are disrespecting others' time and space. Wow, medyo mabigat ito. What does it mean? What does it mean? Actually, one classic example here is setting up a meeting and you do not show off on time, or attending a meeting and everybody is there waiting for you. They have not started kasi hinihintay ka nila. So, you are disrespecting others' time and space. Sayang yung time nila. Or discussing other people's function and trying to resolve it yourself to create an impression that you can do better than the one handling it. That's a big no as well. Another thing under that, number 7 is you have deadlines in the submission of reports. They too have deadlines. They need to check, they need to consolidate, they need to prepare like the way you would want it to do. If you have report submission that you will have to consolidate. So if you were given the deadline, work it out to comply on time. In short, be sensitive. Yeah. We are on number 8. My number 8 is, according to my friends and those that I have interviewed, people hate you if you are a credit grubber. Sinong naka-experience na ng ganito? Yung ikaw yung talaga namang nagbuno, ikaw yung gumawa, ikaw yung nag-effort, and then makikita mo the credit goes to the other person. It's very painful to put in your time, effort, initiative, passion into a project or process, and then it was put into place successfully. But here you go. You acted as if it was your initiative or as if that was your project. Mali yun. Mali. So, as if it was conceptualized by you or as if you own the process. So, if you are the credit grabber, normally, you will send off advance information to the management or any performance assessment team that you were the one who spearheaded the project through utilizing the assistance of somebody. Kawawa naman yung naghirap. And then, there you go. Parang ikaw na yung gumawa. Ikaw na yung process owner. Right? Who can relate to that? Our number 9 is promotion that you do not deserve and that is at the expense of other people. Aray ko. Masakit to. Masakit. This is the natural reaction if you do not deserve the promotion that you got. So, speculations may arise that you are the boss favorite or that you built up yourself with a trade-off to some favor. You secretly reported to your boss a fabricated incident that caused a negative impact on others and a positive impact on you. Ito yung masaklap na katotohanan eh. Magtatanong ako sa inyo, nangyari na ba sa inyo ang ganito? Similar na situation? So if you do have encountered the same, what happened and how did you handle the situation? Please, I invite you and I encourage you to please comment down below. Share with us what happened and what did you feel? What did you do? Yes, last but not the least is, people hate you if you do gossiping. Gossiping. Gossiping is the enemy of all. If you talk behind the back of other person, the one you are talking to would think the same way. Parang nakatalikod ka, ikaw naman ang pinag-uusapan. You feel that kind, di ba? They will have that impression that they do not trust you. They feel that when you are not with them, they automatically will say the trending of your lips is about them also. So parang hindi ka nila kaharap, sila naman yung kinukwento mo. Sadly, but it happens. Gossiping is backstabbing. And the person backstabbed oftentimes has no way to defend himself or herself. Thus, you are creating partition, division among the team members. So that's the number 10. That's it. But before I end, let me remind you of the golden rule, which is related here. In Matthew chapter 7 verse 12 talks about the golden rule, which I would like to relate to this. The golden rule is the principle of treating others as one, as you would want to be treated. It is a maxim that is found in most religions and cultures and even beliefs. So it can be considered an ethnic reciprocity in some religions, but conversely, different religions treat it differently, right? So the maxim may appear as a positive or negative injunction governing the conduct. Treat others as you would like others to treat you. So that's the positive or directive form. Do not treat others in ways that you would not like to be treated. That's on the negative or prohibitive form. What you wish upon others, you wish upon yourself. So that's the empathetic or responsive form. Saan doon ang gusto ninyo? Okay? So, that ends our video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Kung nagustuhan nyo pang video na ito, please consider to subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you. I'll see you again next time. God bless you and your family. And stay safe and stay healthy always. Bye!